Hello again, my beautiful pupils. Anyone tuning into this shared transmission, it is I, the host, Zyxon, Ebenflow, back at you with technically probably the final episode of Iris of My Eye ever. I'm kind of bummed about it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of bummed about it. I am going through a metamorphosis of sorts, acknowledging the fact that I am not seeing the results that I want from the 2 years, give or take 2.5 of time that I've spent doing this thing, YouTubing, podcasting, quote unquote. So I've been, over the last few weeks, really like trying to figure out a new way to go about it, and it involves this rebrand. The channel's now called the Ebenflow Zone. Getting some new art, doing some different stuff, and I have to stop doing this or do this in a different way, which is like trying to forgive myself and not feel so bummed out about it not working out the way that I thought it was supposed to, because like I can be wrong, I am wrong, I was wrong, and that there's some other way I have to go about doing this. So I'm gonna be experimenting with it in the future. Maybe I should still do just audio for the podcast and like make different content for YouTube. I think that might be what I do, and then keep the interviewing creative currents slash Iris of Our Eye thing the same on both platforms. But yeah, because then at least I can talk about myself and I don't have to record a video. I can just record an audio file and upload that to the thing, and I'll try to figure out more entertaining, more attention grabbing stuff for YouTube. I'm just not really sure. It's kind of weird not knowing. It's very strange not knowing. It's frustrating in a way, but I'm just gonna forgive myself for not being perfect out of the birth canal, and maybe just try to focus on what I learned. One of those things where it's like, that shit doesn't work, so I guess I gotta iterate, adapt, overcome, improvise, adapt, overcome, whatever the heck it is for the Marines. Oh, this week has been crazy. I'm maybe posting this on Halloween, which is theoretically when I was supposed to be done with all the rebranding, but I don't even know if that's going to be the case. It's tough to feel like I'm oscillating between like king of the world, know what I'm doing, it's all going to work out, to shit, this is challenging and difficult, and I have to like still maintain forward progress on all of the other stuff, the school and this and working and living and trying to maintain relationships with people that frustrate me or that I disagree with vehemently about the fundamental nature of government and the reality of being a civilized human being. Oh, that's speaking to a argument that I'm currently having with my friend Jarrett. Yeah. So there's a little bit of like avoidance coming up and around with that, and like being like, I don't want to talk to you because like you just make me angry, and like I don't want to be mean to you because I'm trying to care about you, but like you're wrong and I'm right, so now what? And then there's been, in the last like 2 days, I'm recording this on Wednesday, it was on Monday, my RV like didn't go kaput, it's not completely broken, but had to get a alternator replaced because some wire was like shorting it out and busted it, and I had to get a different isolation transformer replaced, and then the brakes are getting done today, which is, at least out of all of that, that actually really needed to happen. The other stuff was kind of just like, damn it, if I was paying better attention or took better care of my stuff, maybe I could have noticed that and saved it from breaking. But again, ignoring the problem doesn't actually solve the problem. Who would have thunk? God damn it. Choir practice, you have to re-record because I already recorded it and created the video, but the guy was like, we could do better, who I'm trying to record the first 53rd episode of Creative Currents, first episode, 53rd episode, whatever you want to call it. But part of me is just like, I don't want to do that. Like, I got other shit I gotta do, bro. Like, you don't get a second shot at it, but I'm gonna try. And I'm supposed to do that today, and still need to try to catch up on homework and all this junk, dude, that like, steam is out of the sail, or the wind is out of my sail. I'm just like letting go and just like trying to let the natural current of the situation push me along here. I don't want to feel like I'm fighting anything, but I have been writing. I'm not even going to put the habits on the screen because it's just like I've been out of sorts. I was at like 50 some, or no, I was literally at like 49, I think, of a streak of gratitude every day in the morning, and that just fell off, and I stopped listening to the meditations my homie Riley, who I talked about previously. Like, one beautiful thing though from the situation with the RV is that there's this like detached acceptance of just like, I'll just solve this problem, no big deal, and I want to just carry that forward into this next section of 2 months of the ending of the year and building of the business. And yeah, I'm gonna try to run ads, I guess, and meet people on Instagram and swing for the fences of asking them to work with me, or step it back however the dial of intensity that they need for the situation that they're in, and really actually get the business off the ground and focus on that on top of all the other things, because I'm not doing enough. I just want it to be worth it, you know, all the pain and suffering and struggle of failing and iterating and adapting. I guess really, like, if I could just see me at 30 and that it did work out, or 35 and it did work out, preferably 30, because that's really like there's a prescient force of like I need to be in a good way by then so I can leave California and go to Kauai and afford to live there. It's like annoying, but it feels very necessary to have that pressure on me, because otherwise I'm just gonna keep like oscillating between just saying fuck it, whatever, and actually like quote unquote achieving it or making it. And I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I'm gonna help homies from the choir move on Sunday. I'm looking forward to that. I feel very all over the place. I'm in this hotel because I thought I wasn't gonna have my RV back, but I ended up getting the RV back and not needing the hotel, so I just ended up in this hotel randomly, which is cool. I got to shave, take a shower, be a person, spend money. Woohoo! Be grateful that I have money to spend. So always a dub. But yeah, it's like tough because like I can't continue to just ramble and think that that's gonna entertain or educate or add value to people's lives. But it's like I still want to do it. I still need to do it. But I have to change the way that I'm doing it. I have to be different and do different things if I want to have meet the pressure from the future from where I'm at, and can't just be an immovable object. I have to like undulate and fucking be like water and take the shape of the path of least resistance to that point, versus just like being like a rock and a movable object, boulder pushing against it and be like, you'll never change me. And eventually I get back up to see Dylan and finish the music, and I think that's something that I need to just do on my own. It's just like sit and work on songs and create sound, put it on the Patreon, and just do that, man, versus like whatever the fuck I'm doing. I have been writing, been putting in big chunks of time into trying to finish this book, because it's like in alignment with the life coaching offerings and things, but it's good to just sit and not listen to my phone ring, but that'll be different, I guess, if I become a life coach, but ring from random people that are definitely robots. I literally finally answered the call of these random numbers that have been calling me. It's just like talking to me, but they're not listening. It sounds like a person, and it even had the fake noise of like somebody in an office as if they were in a call center. And I'm like, are you a robot? And then they just totally sidestepped that question and like continued on whatever weird script that they're working on. I'm like, dog, like if you were a person, you'd be like, no, I'm not a fucking robot. Like, what is this? That was hella random yesterday. But good to know that they did actually just random scam robot calls that I can continue to ignore. Not anything prescient, important, and just a bunch of weird shit. That's really like what I'm at with it, man. And fucking practice the guitar a little bit. Get my money where I need to go to be able to pay them, because I need to pay them actually. And Kauai in February, 29 in December. Make the business go and figure out some formulaic, ritualistic order of operations for the YouTube channel so that continues to grow and entertain and train the truth into more people as I currently embody and understand it. As compassionately as I can, and wait for my homie to hit me back up, see if he ever wants to be friends with me anymore, because if he doesn't, I understand, because I was at that point where I was like, yeah, I don't care one way or the other, bro. I'm gonna continue to be archetypally the gray hermit magician, forwarding my own way and doing my own thing. And I'll say this, I guess, that I talked to somebody from Blue Morpho, which is a ayahuasca retreat center in Peru, which I'm going to go to either next year or the preceding year, and sit in ceremony, and also hopefully maybe train under the guy. Probably not, but I'm always going to go and see, because I've never been to Peru, and it'll be a good first experience, I'm sure. There's also a place in Colombia that I want to go to, so it's probably going to be like a whole thing, but one day at a time, gotta get there. Things to look forward to. Creation to create, and try not to be too devastated that I'm factually or incorrect in my approach to growing on algorithmically on these things in these places. So with that, I will end my broadcasting rambling self here and sit down to brainstorm and come up with ideas to try to frame this thing that I'm doing of reflecting upon my life weekly in a more interesting way. I have an idea, but we'll see if it's cool or actually works. So stay tuned. Smile more, complain less, never ever ever give up till you just nurse for your darndest best. Namaste. Have a great day. Shun. It's nighttime soon. Like, share, comment, subscribe to keep the algorithm satisfied. And if I don't see you while I'm alive, catch you on the flip side after I die. Aloha, mahalo, and happy Halloween.